Hey all, so we're back to part 2. At this point, I had been left alone. My son's friend had come for him, and so of course I was left to my own devices. So the cream that we had previously made, my son had already run out, and I was just regretting. I'm like, I wish I had just made him do the whole packet. So I took what was remaining and then now mixed it in there just to finish it up and finish the other cakes. At this point, I'd already done all my what is it called, my first, what is it called in cake making, my first coat. Yeah, I'd already done the first coat, the first creaming. I'm forgetting the name we usually use. Yeah, my crumb coat. Yes, it's a crumb coat. So I'd already put cream in between my slices. Remember the slices that I had done? I'd already put my sugar syrup, and then I put my cream, and then just stack them up the way you would do when you're doing cake, when you're trying to stack up your slices with cake. So I'd done that already, and I'd already done the first crumb coat, which is usually just the one, yeah, unless you have a really crumby cake, yeah. So that was one. The square one there, I'd already done the crumb coating. Now I was just doing my final cream up there before I get into the other decoration. At this point, I have become very fast in how I'm doing. When I'm doing my creaming, I can do very fast. I can go very fast. Of course, this is sped up, but it can take me like less than 40 minutes to do a whole cake. Once it is just ready, cooled down and sliced, it's very fast when I'm working with fresh cream. Yeah, so cake number 2, and then number 3, I was thinking about it because it was just the house cake, so I did a very light coat on it. My daughter wanted to do it, but because of time and her being in the salon, I was so sure I wasn't gonna wait. So I just did it for her. Very light one. That one was for the house. And so here I'm trying to show you how it slices. Look at how easy it slices. And then there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yep. I lost it at some point when I was trying to show you. It fell. So I just wanted to show you how it looks, how it cuts, and how soft it is, how moist it is. Chocolate is my favorite. Yeah, so at this point, my daughter had come back from the salon, and then I wanted to finish up with the other cake, one of the square cakes. It was a football cake. So I'm using coconut shavings that have been colored green. I'll just use food color to color the coconut shavings, and then those will just work as the grass for the football field. Yeah, so I don't know what my daughter was telling me there. She was telling me something about it happened in the salon. I don't know what she was talking about. I can't remember. but it's a good way to bond. See, when you bring your daughter to work or your children to work, it's a good place to bond, and you can have a conversation and talk about stuff that you may not know how it affects them at the moment, but it actually really it's a good time to bond. Yeah, so she was trying to convince me here that she wanted to do the decoration on the house cake, which I told her, okay, you can, but first let me finish with the ones that I need to sell. Yeah, which is what we were talking about here. Yeah. So we continued, and I'm about to show you how it looks. I had a hard time with this camera. I've even noticed that the size of the picture itself, the image, the video is not up to the standard. So now I have to reset the whole camera and then start over again. Yeah, so please forgive me for that. You might not be able to see the images very well, the video very well, but it's because I didn't notice there's a setting. I don't know what happened. It's not giving me the correct what is it called now, the correct, like for YouTube video, it's not giving me the correct size. It's showing small sizes, a small dot. Oh my god, when you're watching it from the computer, but on phone it's okay. So if you're watching it from a laptop or a computer, I apologize, but if you're using a phone, it's okay, it's working well. Yeah, so I'm trying to kill the time so that I can show you how it turned out finally. I was trying to look at the design from the phone of the football field so that I can get it drawn well. And another thing I realized, I, I don't know, okay, but I think that was the only way to do it, to put the coconut before I drew the lines. But then if the coconut is not like well placed on the cake, it will really be hard to draw the lines, because I kept going back and forth on it. I think I corrected it like twice so that I could get the lines there and the name. Oh my goodness, it took me longer than I thought it would, but eventually I got it done. And then I did this other one, which I was just doing some rosettes at the top, very fast and finished. And then my camera cut off before I was done. So that's it for me. See you next time. Bye.